everything set up, we should be good. Everything set up, we should be good. Okay. Let me get this over to Facebook. Okay. Let me get it to 2 more, and then I will be good to go. Okay. All right. Welcome everybody to our Facebook live stream. We are waiting on Justin to join us here in a second as well. We had to start a new Zoom to get this to stream. So thank you for your patience if you've been waiting for us to go live. We already have some questions in there. So let me just get started. Hold on one second. Oh, and tonight I'm prepared. So when you ask a question, I have the slips to make sure we can do the drawing at the end of the night with everybody that asked a question, where Justin will be giving out metaphysical prizes. So something that your spirit guide chooses for you, whether that be a pendulum, a candle, a bath soak, whatever they decide, Justin will send directly to you. So submit your questions in there and we will get you added into our drawing. All right, let's get started. So Maddie C says hello. Teresa E says good evening, everyone. Bridget Y is going to kick us off with the first message or the first question. She says, hello all. I would love a message from my husband, Dale, and my spirit guides, please and thank you. So for Bridget Y.
I just heard that you're struggling with an answer, and the answer or the solution you've come up with is the right one. And to stop second guessing yourself.
I'll piggyback on that. I have triple sixes on you. So 3 6s. Angel numbers. Make sure that you are tracking and listening and paying close attention. So this is from your guides, paying close attention to messages that you're receiving and information that's coming into you. So I'm hearing that you're hearing things, you're receiving messages and information, but quite often you have dismissed them as just, you know, it was too simple, or where did that come from, or, you know, something like that. but those actually are messages coming in. So you need to be paying attention and tracking to what you're thinking and the thoughts that are coming in. You need to follow those. Those are taking you someplace. They're jumping. Some of them are jumping you through hoops, but they're taking you down a path or a road that you need to be on. That includes quite a bit of change. Probably how long? Over the next 6 months. But they're good changes. It's a shift up, it's a move up. So make sure that you're listening to those and then you act on those. And those are from your guides. Dale, what I see is roses. He's handing a bouquet of white roses. They have a red ribbon around them. They're long stem roses. And he is just saying, hello, dear. It also sounds like you guys have either had recently or you have an anniversary coming up. There's an occasion. I'm hearing there's an occasion. It feels like an anniversary. Actually, he switched the message to hello, sweet dear. So all is well. Yeah. That's what I've got.
Bridget, I just drew a card for you too, and it's kind of piggyback off of everything. It's an angel card from my Angel Power Wisdom deck. And I got Heaven's Messages. Your loved ones in heaven want you to know that you are safe, protected, and reunited with family and friends.
That's a pretty card.
Jumped out of the deck. And your guides pulled that card for you.
I did have one more thing that just came into me. Bridget, stop worrying about, stop being concerned about, there's 3 things, but there's one in particular that is something that's happening to you right now. And what I'm hearing is you need to stop worrying about what's going to happen in the outcome, because it will be good, it will be positive, it will be what you've put out there and what you have requested. So I feel really good about it. I also have a date for you to take down that I think is associated with this. And the date is, well, 2 dates. I have 17 September and 18 September. So 2 big dates for something to happen. And they're good things. I see rose petals with them and that type of thing. So it's good. So take those dates down, please. I hope that helps you.
Okay, next up we have Maddie C. She said, can I please get any messages and an aura cleansing? Maddie C.
Maddie, I got that believe in yourself.
The first message I got for Maddie was actually from your guides. They gave me a thumbs up, and they're simply saying that you have been working at getting better at a lot of things just in general. So you've been working on projects and working on building yourself up, and they're encouraging you. The thumbs up means don't quit. They don't want you to stop, because you get really far and you get going, and then all of a sudden you can get distracted or be like, well, is this working? I'm not seeing the results already. So is this working? And so with that, they just want you to be consistent. The more consistent you are, the quicker things will begin to come together for you, Maddie. I hope that helps.
Taylor, I'm working on the oil cleanse, India.
Okay, I assumed. When you're back, just let us know.
Okay.
And then while we wait for that one, we'll move on. Sindra J is wondering if there are any messages for her. And then she also asked for a sassy card. So give me 1 second for that one. Sindra, your sassy card is, I don't know if you can see that, detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. So I hope that helps.
So Sindra, what I've got is you've got a lot like on your chest, a lot you need to say, and you haven't been opening up and letting a lot of that stuff out. A lot of it I can feel right through here in this area, right? So that's right in the heart chakra. So there's some things that you really need to express. I don't know if that is to a person or just something that you're holding on to. Actually, I second that. Your guide said is some stuff from your past that you've been holding on to and you're having a hard time getting a clean break from it and letting it go. And so if you don't want to talk to anyone about it, if you don't know what they're talking about just in general, take a few minutes to just focus your awareness and intention on your heart chakra, and particularly the back portion of it. Just bring your awareness there, just focus on it for a few minutes, and you will feel the energy or the emotion start to surface. And once you do that, I want you to take that energy and ground it. Let it go, because all of this stuff it's from the past. You can't change the past, you learn from it. So take those lessons and go forth. You don't have to stay connected to the energy or the emotions that are surrounding everything, okay? I hope that helps.
Taylor, I'm back, dear.
Okay, for Maddie.
Yes, so for Maddie, so you're always clear, dear, beautiful Maddie. Lovely orange. And then also along the same lines of what Justin said, just remember that when things end, new things always begin. So, yes. Thank you, dear, and I hope that helps you.
Sindra, I heard you needed to take some time for yourself. I saw a yellow rose. And then I pulled you a card and it says distractions. Control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused.
And Sylvia, did you have anything for Sindra before we move on?
I do, dear.
Okay, go ahead.
You're on the right path. You're on the right street. You're on the right line. Keep doing what you're doing. And move forward. You're doing very good. Also, there's a new person, there's a new friend coming into your world, into your space. A lady friend. So it's someone that you should be associated with, and her name begins with an A. So don't discard or disregard when she comes on your path, dear. There's a partnering of events that will happen with her that are related to work and those types of activities. So I hope that helps you, dear.
All right, perfect. Now, Sylvia, I'm going to send you out to do an aura cleanse on Teresa E.
Okay, dear.
And then Teresa E was also wondering if there are any messages for her.
Teresa E, the first thing I picked up for you was basically was a saying. They said stop beating a dead horse. Long story short. So that means you keep reconfiguring things. So there's been scenarios and situations that you've been working on, and it gets going inside of your mind. And when it gets going, you'll keep going over it over and over and over again to the point where it causes a headache on the left portion of the side of your head here. And that's whenever you're getting almost kind of like overwhelmed with your own thoughts and energy that you are personally producing. So when this does happen to you, just for a minute, take a step back. They're asking me to tell you to become the observer. Okay, so that means take a step back from everything, just in general, all the thoughts and everything, and just look at the scenario and situation, however it is, however it happened. Don't participate in it emotionally, just look at it so you can see the whole table. Because right now you can only see things from one perspective. And when you're inside of something, it's hard to see the whole picture because you're inside of it. When you become an observer, you step out to the side and you can see the whole table. Once you have the whole table, now you know which moves to make and what to do. Whenever you do worry like that, you put so much energy and focus into it that you can kind of make things worse sometimes. It's like we have this saying where your attention goes, your energy flows, and results show. And so if your attention is always on trying to reanalyze and refix things of the past, things that aren't happening now, then your focus and energy is wasted. So we want to take your energy and make it an investment, invest it into your future. All of those thoughts and energies that are running through your head, how can you use these things to benefit you? So your guides are simply saying, okay, take it and do whatever you can with it. Begin to manifest, begin to create. If you are going to focus on the past in that way, we simply ask that you review the scenario or situation and then make a corrective measure to it, even though it is in the past. How would you have liked this situation to play out? So bring your focus back to that. And so whenever you're in there and you're beating that horse a little bit, like just stop once you freeze it. Now play it out the way you wanted it to happen, just in general. By doing this, we neutralize the energy of the situation. This never changes the past, but it changes the way you feel about the past. So it changes the energy attached to it. And then you can move forward a lot easier from there. I hope that helps.
I'm going to sort of piggyback off of that. I drew your card and I got intentions. And that's what Justin is talking about. Your thoughts, it's all intentions. Intention is the creative power that fulfills our dreams.
Tell I'm back, dear.
Okay, go ahead.
Beautiful yellow or dear. Beautiful yellow color of the sun. Remember that, just remember for yourself, please, to have make sure that you stand tall, that you have the confidence to do the things that you can do because you are that good. Remember that happiness is just a snap away, right? Just a snap away. You just have to snap it, just grab it. I feel like you've been, I've taken it out, but I feel like you've been quite a bit down and tired with some sad thoughts. So just remember, please, that happiness is yours and it belongs to you. And then one last thing, please, just remember that you as yourself, you're beautiful, you're wonderful. Bring up, please, to a high level that feeling your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself, because you're wonderful and beautiful. So give yourself all the credit that you deserve, dear. But the aura is cleansed. Bless you, dear. Hope that helps you.
All right. Up next, we have Kayla S. And she would love any messages for her. Please and thank you.
The first message I picked up for Kayla was be the light. That means that there can be times where we often search for things that can pick us up or that actually help us in general. Your guides are saying be the light. When they say this to me, this is basically saying it's time to use your energy to create what you want, just in general. So if you want a loving atmosphere that encompasses you, that actual atmosphere needs to come from within. And so we'll need to focus a little bit more on letting the light flow through you. You become the light. Once you do that, you will only attract the light to you. So the easiest way to get where you're trying to go is to go inside and do just a little bit of work. So this is simply saying, take a few minutes to meditate throughout your day to make a goal or plan. Your meditations don't have to be long. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It just needs to be enough time for you to focus. Otherwise, things can begin to overwhelm you. And that's not what we want. We don't need the energy to overwhelm us. There's lots of energies at play right now on this particular plane. So right now is the best time for you to focus your energy and start to make the atmosphere that you want to be in flowing from here first. Because once you have it in here, it can never be taken away. Even if someone else is having a bad day out there or tragedy strikes, which happens all the time. So if you can actually create that light, that's the light that will shine around you and that will be attracted to you. I hope that helps.
Kennedy, beautiful Kayla, you've got force on you, the triple force, which tells me that you're working on a lot of things and that you do have the help that you need. So don't worry about that, dear. You've got your beautiful pink aura around you, your bubblegum pink aura looks beautiful and lovely. You remember that the only constant here in life is change. You're smart, you're quick, you're confident, you keep things moving, and that's what you do. You've got a lot of balls in the air, just like you've always had, dear. Way back, I remember when you were just a wee thing. So everything's good, everything will be fine. Just keep going, keep moving forward, keep your chin up. Bless you, dear. Love you, and make sure you hug your mum and dad for me.
Kayla, I saw a whole bunch of trees, which means growth. And then I saw you walking through a beautiful vortex of the rainbow colors. And you were just beautiful.
Okay, next up we have Yvonne E. And she says that she's missed us. She would like to know if there are any messages for her, and she would also like a cleansing for herself and for Robert E.
Okay, I'm on the way.
Yvonne, I got a message for you this afternoon, a couple hours ago. And it's only one word, and they said perseverance.
So I like that. So I'm going to piggyback off that just a little bit, because the only message I get right now is there's a huge pillar. So there's a lot of stagnant energy that's not moving fast enough for you. And you like to know whenever things are processing, you like to feel the energy. You're a person who's sensitive enough to know when the energy is stagnant, when it's not moving, and when it's going forward. Okay. And so right now, there are times that the energy does have to be stagnant. Sometimes you have to stop and just smell the flowers. Like that's basically just relaxing and enjoying, or to just be is another way they love to explain it. You don't always have to carry that weight, what we call the weight of the world, just in general. And that's helping people and reaching out to kind of make things better for everyone. So what we ask for you today is take a break from it. Take a break, literally, from handling absolutely everything. So if you take a break, you will understand why things are stagnant. You really will. It will come to you like, no wonder it was just this. Sometimes when they slow you down, they're like, hey, you missed this. I need you to pick that up, Steve, because you're going to need this in like 10 steps. And so we're going to have you go back, pick that up, and then we'll continue to proceed forward. This is actually just a small period for you. It actually only shows me about a good 8 days. And how long ago did that start, guys? So it's been it was 4 days ago. So it's just a cycle that was going. So you only have about 4 more days of that energy or that pillar standing in your way. And then you will see the physical evidence of things moving and going forward, okay? I hope that helps.
I'm back, Taylor, dear.
Okay, go ahead.
Both cleared. Still some in Robert's chest. There's still some. I cleared up his lungs a bit. There was still a little bit of something in there. I think he's had a cold or something in the past, but I cleared that up. Interestingly, you both have light blue auras. You seem to sort of be sharing that area, the energy in that space. That's because the two of you are so close. You've been taking care of each other. Neither of you have felt well in the past, recent past. So you both have got some beautiful light blue emissions in your aura. So I cleared those up, and just remember that. And Justin touched on this. I think everyone did actually. That you're both very smart, very intelligent. You're intuitive. You don't need a lot of information, metrics, data, or facts coming in from others to figure things out. So that's typically what the individuals that have the light blue auras, those emissions, that's what that means for both of you. But anyway, they're cleared. And I took care of the lungs, and I realigned the chakras as well for both of you. So you should feel better. Good. I hope that helps you. Bless you, dear.
All right, next up we have Vicky F, wondering if there are any messages for me, and she wanted a sassy card. So I got, you are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. So I hope that helps.
And I'm going to piggyback off of that. I got a message for Vicky this afternoon that says, push through it, push above it, just basically push through the crap.
I've got triple twos on you, beautiful Vicky, which mean, and you have numbers all the time, into numbers, but what it means is you need to continue to work on, you've done well, but continue to work on the balance in your life with the energies. And remember your protection, please, because individuals are drawn to you. They're drawn into you because of your energy. So, but the twos tell me you continue to work on the balance in your life. So it's very good. Beautiful. Love to you, dear. I'm glad you're here. Bless you.
Vicky, I pulled a card for you just now, and I got the eyes of love. Focus your eyes on loving action and your lips on loving words. Which kind of is telling me that work from your heart center when you're going through all this crap. We're pushing me big on that. And this card just flew out of the deck. So instead of focusing on negative, come focus on the heart center. Sometimes I know it's really tough to do that, but see things and hear things and word things through your heart.
Vicky, what I picked up for you is this is actually an activation for you. This is about activating your power. And sometimes challenges are presented to you, so you will have to go through it and actually find that energy within, because you have the strength and you know you do. It is in there and it's a choice. You've got to dig into it. I understand a lot is going on with you, and it will affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But this challenge is designed to make you stronger. The strongest message they gave to you today was manifest your way through this. It's time to use your power. There's no other way out of this unless you activate your power, because that's what the challenge is about for you. And it's time for you to grab onto it and do it. Have faith in it. Someone says you asked me how. So we're going to tell you. so far as the how, that energy that you feel, that you just like, I'm done with this, I'm tired of dealing with this, and like I can't take too much of this. So we need you to focus in on all of those things that are happening right here and right now. When you focus in on it, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to start to make the shift. So when I say make the shift, that means just taking 3 minutes, 2 minutes to focus on whatever your issue is, and I need you to reverse that whole thing. So instead of it being completely painful and hard to deal with just in general, see it working out with peace and grace, making it just so easy for you, okay? And I love that word grace, because that's something you've got to grant yourself. Grant yourself grace to deal with all of these things. And so when we talk about grace, that is just simply understanding that this is something that is designed for you to go through here and right now. And it's okay, because this isn't forever. This is actually a temporary thing that you're dealing with. You'll get through this just like you get through absolutely everything else. And they said, so far as the activation portion, you'll know exactly what they mean when you start working on it. And it's something that has to be consistent. And so even if that's every morning, every day, all of the things that bother you or the pet peeves and things that come up, we need you to start to manifest. So that means, even though, I'm just going to use an example, going to work and stuff can be hard just because you deal with so many different aspects and things like that. I need you to manifest before you go to work every day. I have a routine where I do it before I go to sleep at night. I'll go through my list of appointments or whatever I'm doing tomorrow, and I'll simply close my eyes and manifest the absolute best results and the highest good for each one of those things. Like ahead of time, I put the energy out there. And so the next day when I wake up and go to work, I expect for things to go just as I planned or better. That's one thing you can always do, is use your angels or guides to help make things better for you. So even when you manifest, you simply tap in and ask them, hey, today I really want to manifest this. Can you aid me or show me how to do this? Or just help me with it or be a part of it. They can make things happen a lot faster for you. And it does require your permission. And yes, you have to ask every time. Sorry about that, but that's just how it's designed. The free will is like, shoot, airtight. So it kind of locks back down. I hope that helps, Vicki.
All right, before we go on to our next question, I want to remind everybody to hit the like button if you are enjoying the messages that are coming out, and also hit the subscribe button so that anytime we have a live, you are notified and you can be here to get all of your messages. Just throwing that plug in real quick. All right, next up is Steve R. He says, hello, everyone, any messages for me, please?
I'll step out first. Hello, Steve R. I hope you're well, dear. I was going to say, how are you? But I already know the answer to that. So you're well. You've got a different spirit animal with you tonight. You've got a cougar with you. I've not seen that. You don't usually have that with you. The cougar is basically the totem that is it's with individuals that are very strong on their beliefs, their values, and their convictions of something that's happening right now. Remember, the spirit animals often change and come and go. They're coming to help you with certain things. So standing very strongly on the convictions that you have right now on things that are going on, they support and help to raise your confidence, your self-esteem, things like that. They're also they can be viewed as the carriers or messengers between the planes, between the veil, between the divine and you. So they're there with you then, that's it, to provide information, to carry information, to carry messages, to bring things together for you. And then lastly, and then I'll sort off, that they've brought you where you are. You've made some big changes, the good changes, and keep moving forward, of course, on those. Never forgetting, I'm hearing, never forgetting, please, how you got there. So just don't forget where you came from and how you got there, and bless those that loved and supported you to that point. So which you always do anyway, because that's just the type of angel that you are. So that's what I've got. So bless you, dear. Love to the family. I hope that helps you.
Steve, I got a message for you earlier this afternoon. And they said it always gets worse before it gets better. And you're in the better stage. In fact, you were the first message that they gave me this afternoon about 4 hours ago. Okay, let's start writing.
Awesome. The first message I got for Steve R was to be kind to yourself. And when your guides say that, that means that self-talk, the stuff that happens inside here that you don't let anyone else know about, humans, we have a tendency to be on this loop where we want things to be better or perfect all the time. And when that does happen, long story short, negative self-talk lowers your energetic vibration. And so we need you to reverse that and to start building it up. It's going to be a process. It won't be something that just instantly happens, because this is just how we've been programmed for forever. Okay. And so the next thing they said was success is a process. Okay. Show appreciation for the things that you've been through just in general. Okay. And one thing they really want to express to you is, I know that you're working on things and they're starting to come to fruition. Here's the thing, even when that does happen, Steve, you won't be satisfied. There's a reason for that. What we're here to do is to constantly create. So even though you've succeeded at this, there's always going to be this next bigger thing that you're going to be working. And this is just what you're geared to do, because you're actually flowing through what we call your life chart or your life lessons. And as you're flowing through all of those things, you're going to see, okay, well, this is my next one. Well, this is my next one. It's going to keep going. Okay. So take some time to just appreciate yourself, love yourself, because look at how many of these things you've already, boom, created, you've done, and you've been successful at. There's nothing is different now. The only thing that's different now is you want it now and it hasn't happened yet. So I hope this helps you, but just go forth and be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Just saying, I love you. I hope that helps.
I love you.
And we all love you, Steve. You are
Okay.
shiny.
All right. Next up is Cindy T. She says, hi, everyone. Happy May. Any messages for me?
Hello, Cindy. Oh my goodness, I must go first, and then I'll start off. I got a message for you earlier today, and it is this: someone, yes. So I was listening. Someone that you already know in your life is going to approach you requesting a favor. And the message is, before you answer a yes or a no, make sure that you think it through very well first, dear. Think about implications, think about ramifications, think about steps, think about background history and those types of things, and before you decide on how you're going to answer it. And that will be soon, next 7 days, so about a bit a week your time. So just make sure that you think it through before you respond. And bless you, dear. I'm glad you're here. I hope that helps you. It doesn't help you at all, right? Because right now you're going to work, but you'll know, you'll understand.
I heard find the harmony. And then whatever Sylvia was talking about, it's going to affect you forever. Because when she was talking, I just kept hearing forever, forever, forever. And then I closed my eyes and I even saw the word forever.
I'll even go so far as to say urge caution.
So my message goes along with exactly what these ladies are talking about. The first thing I actually saw was Cindy, you bumping your head against the wall over and over and over and over and over again. And so when I see an image like this, when they give that to me, that basically means that whatever it is that you have been trying, it hasn't been working. Okay. And it's okay if things don't work. And even if it's almost like you try to help someone, but it didn't work out and you wanted to get back into it, and like, we got to take you there. Okay. But here's the thing. When things are outside of you, when it has to do with someone else, just in general, you have to understand that that person has free will, and humans don't always disclose everything that they truly desire or want or what their intentions are sometimes. Okay. And so, regardless of if this is you talking about you or someone else, just in general, take a few minutes to analyze the situation. If you've tried something before and it didn't work, or this person has burned you before, I mean, you have to understand that portion. So, one thing Cyrus tells me often is he reminds me, I'm sorry, he just interrupted me. Say that again. He reminds me that characteristics, characteristics are the actions a person takes. Okay. And so when we say the actions that a person takes, actions denote characteristics. Words will say anything. So a pair of lips will tell you anything, but a person's actions show you exactly who they are and what they're capable of. Okay. And so if this person has let you down before, please don't put yourself in that same situation or scenario. Yes, I understand that people can change, but has their actions changed? What do their actions show you? Because their actions are the character that they are. I hope that helps.
All right. Next up is Justina. She said, hi, everyone. Love you guys. Any messages for me?
Justina, I got a message for you this afternoon too. Of course, I always see the green around you, but I see green and a beautiful blue too around you. And then I saw a white lightning bolt. And then I saw you hiking and there was leaves crunching under your feet. So I'm thinking it's the fall, and the dogs were with you and you were in trees and there was someone with you and you were going up some rocks and stuff and he was holding your hand. He was tall and he had broad shoulders. So I was trying to see if he had light hair, dark hair, and they kept changing it on me so they wouldn't let me see it. And you were laughing and joking and playing with the dogs, and it was just a really cool little scene I saw.
So just
Go ahead. Yeah. Let me go, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Justina, the first thing I picked up for you was to have faith in yourself. And what we mean by have faith in yourself, you yourself, or you are at the end of what we call a karmic cycle, just in general. So a lot of things are kind of wrapping up and it's going pretty quickly. As it's starting to kind of wrap up and everything, it will take your attention and awareness kind of away from you yourself as you've been working on yourself and rebuilding your spirit. This is the time for you to go in and to discover all the new and glorious things about yourself. So right now, you are going to have the time to focus on you just a little bit. You will end up helping others, which is just in your nature at the moment, okay? But they're basically saying, have faith in yourself. You're way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. And so kind of the running theme of the messages today is like, hey, it's time to use your power, activate you. It's time for you to use it and to get through this. If you want everything to move faster, it's going to take your conscious awareness being focused on the success of that. And when we say focused on the success of that, we need you to think about, okay, I've already succeeded at this and I'm acting from this point. So you don't have to worry about how to do it, what to do. Just skip all that and jump to the end. I'm already here. Now I'm doing this. Okay. When you do that, it makes the energy of the universe catch up with you. So literally, the divine will take care of all of these other little things that are in your way. And every day you're going to hear more things, and more things, and more things, and more things that are going to seem like, okay, well, this is slowing me down. Okay, well, this is slowing me down. No, it's not. When challenges present themselves, this is a confirmation that you're on the path you're supposed to be on. Okay. I hope that helps.
Beautiful, Justina. Just remember that you need to pause and look inward. You've been working or on yourself and looking inward quite a bit. Continue to do that. That is working. It's helping get the rest that you need. Things are moving along as planned. Make sure that you let your heart guide you. Okay, you're intelligent, you're quick, you're smart, facts, all those types of things. But also don't forget your heart needs to guide you. So let your heart guide you as well. Take a balance between the two of those. And when you do that, there'll be fractions and factions of things and opportunities that you would never even dreamed of before that will come to fruition. So with the beautiful ending. So congratulations, dear. That's why I did have something for Ilda, please, if you would just pass on to that she just needs to be reminded that she has a very strong foundation. I think she'll understand that. She actually doesn't have just 2 feet on the ground, she's got 4. And she has a very strong foundation, and to leverage and use that, please. Thank you, dear. Bless you.
Okay. Next up, we have Hillary B. She is wondering, Sylvia, if you could go do an aura cleansing and reading. And then also if she has any messages.
First thing I got for Hillary was, it is time for you to finally take action. They actually said hesitation leads to stagnation for you, just in general, okay? And so that means you've been thinking about doing a lot of stuff, but you haven't actually pulled the trigger. You have all these magnificent ideas, but you haven't done anything with it. And so they're asking you, they're saying, right now is the prime time. If things and ideas keep popping up in your mind, it is because your guides are simply putting them back in because you keep ignoring them. And so they have all the time in the world. You're the only person who's bound by time and space. So they will continue to remind you and put those things out there for you. It's important that you do take action on the different things that you want to succeed at. It's important because this is going to be like your path. This is going to be the new opening that you've been hoping for or wanting for. Of course, you're going to be scared in the beginning. That is normal. That is a normal reaction to something that is new and foreign, okay? But that portion of it is okay. The one thing they want you to do is just take the action. The moment that you take that one step, you're going to see how everything just gets laid out for you. So all of a sudden now you have this red carpet to walk down. So it'll be a lot easier than you're anticipating. Here's the thing. You can't sit and think, oh, it's going to be hard. Oh, this, oh, that, because this is you building up all the cons. So this is almost like your conscious ego talking you out of doing this because this is my comfort zone and I don't want to leave it. Okay, so step out of your comfort zone and allow your guides to help you, and everything will actually be a lot easier than you're thinking they'll be. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I had heard, I'm going to piggyback off. I heard live life. Live life. Don't be stagnant. Live life. Go out and enjoy it. Live life. Like they say, love life, live your life, live life. They're just pounding.
I'm doing the healing. So, oh dear, it's beautiful indigo. Lovely, 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 strong energy, indigo. With that, you have, when you feel something, you have this, you don't just feel something, you have very deep feeling of things that you care about. You don't just feel it. I mean, you have very, very deep feelings about it. And sometimes with that feeling and that gut instinct, there have been occasions where you've defied the logic. So you've let the logic of something pass you by, versus just having these deep feelings. And from those also comes a sense of loyalty to things and to people that, again, I'm going to come back to logic, that sometimes it's best to follow the logic. You'll sit back, you'll feel it and go, yeah, that probably might not be the best thing to do, but I'm feeling like I should help here, versus that doesn't seem logical. I think maybe I should take a step back. You've got a few of those instances going on right now. And I would ask you, please, dear, to just take a step back and think about it first. Think about the logical side of things. You can't save the world, unfortunately. And it's also not on your back to do that. That's not your responsibility. You need to take care of yourself. So cleansing is done. Beautiful, beautiful indigos. Lovely. I hope that helps you. I hope you feel better. Bless you.
All right. Next up is Stephanie F. She says, good evening. Are there any messages from my guides?
So the first thing I got for Stephanie F was, there are a few decisions that kind of need to be made so far as things unfolding for you. Right now, things can be stagnant, or it can seem like they're going in the same old circle over and over and over. So they say it like that basically because they feel like you're getting bored with the mundane stuff. So you're having to do the same thing over and over. And so I don't know if that's work or personal that's happening. However, it's time for you to make a decision. And that decision needs to be the thing that actually makes you happy. I mean, not happy right now, the thing that makes you on the inside just get ready to explode. And so it's important that you decide to make those decisions, okay? And they gave me this little image of this circle with an arrow. And so it's interesting because it's like a puppy who chases his tail, like around and around, like super excited. But it's a loop that you're kind of stuck in. And so it's like most of your life is being dedicated to work or being lived for someone else, and you're not being allowed to pursue or follow the dreams that you personally had for yourself, or the vision that you had for yourself. And so it's time to also integrate some of your energy into that, or to simply say, let's say, review that. Let's review what your personal goals and dreams are for you, the things that you want to succeed at, you want to do. Take time to write those things out. It's so important that you write it down. When we write things down, it creates an intention. An intention basically will turn into a goal. So on the spiritual side, that intention or goal is now something that's being placed out there that your guide will take you to really quickly. The universe will take you to a place, but you have to stir in a direction. If you are not actually stirring in a direction, you're subject to what we call the chaos. And that would be the things that everybody else has planned for you. Okay. And so what do you have planned for you? This is the most important portion. Okay. I hope that helps. And I will be contacting you soon. I did get your message, of course, but like you, I've been really busy running around too. But I'll be back there on Wednesday and I'll connect with you. Okay.
Stephanie, I heard that you need to open up to, and I thought they said new experiences, and they said no, open up to the experiences that you want. And then they said take the next step, and they said it's time to take the next step. And then I pulled you a card, and it says perfect timing, divine timing ordained by the angels. It's never too late and never too early.
That's pretty. I received a message that you really have something that you want to do, so I'm piggybacking on everybody here. basically you have an inner drive, you have an urge to do something. There's something you really, really, really want to do. You need to do it. It's extremely important. It's important for you. It's important for your life's path. It connects you to what's next. Not everybody is going to like the decision that you've made. It will be somewhat contentious, but that's okay, because it's your life, your decisions, and you do what you need to do to take care of yourself. I hope that helps you.
All right, next up we have Paul C. He said, hello, sassy card. And any messages for me? I do have a person that seems undecided with me. Anything on that?
Undecided in which way?
That's all I got. And then Paul, I got 2 sassy cards for you. I got fuck fear. It will lie to your face. And I got, it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass pronto. So I hope both of those help you.
The person that you're asking about, I have a yes. I have a quick yes when Taylor said it. I have that they're put on your path intentionally. There will be better communication. There will be a very good outcome. This person tends to be frustrated with your approach. You're very detail oriented. You're brick and mortar, build it, brick and mortar. And this individual is not. But that doesn't mean that it wouldn't work. It just means that's part of what the frustration is. So I think it would be really, give it to me one more time. You need to tell them that, or you both need to be reminded that, okay, you're talking so fast. Okay. You both need to be reminded that that you both bring good things to the situation. I don't want to call it relationship, but they're staying away from that, but they're just calling it situation, companionship, and togetherness. The differences that you both have are good, and you both need to be reminded of that, because what one has, the other doesn't, and vice versa. But I have a very strong yes. I feel really good about some time together and a path and a plan forward. So that's what I have. I hope that helps you.
I had heard be humble for what you have or what you've got. So I hope that helps.
So, Paul, I'm actually going to piggyback off of Taylor's cards just a little bit, because it seems like there's a lot of fear surrounding that scenario in situation. And the first thing the guide said is the easiest way is to simply ask. If this person seems undecided with you in general, you don't have to ask them about making a decision about you. You simply ask them, how is it that, is there anything I can do that would allow us to become closer or to understand each other better on that field? It really is just a matter of brain waves just kind of missing, okay? And so the communication isn't as clear as it should be, just in general. I'm picking up that is like, I don't know, maybe a work relationship or something very similar to that. But it just simply asked, what can I do better? Is there anything that I can do better? Or is there anything that I could do better to help our situation? Like literally put it out there. The moment that you ask, because I know you don't want to, you will get an answer immediately. And it's going to be something that you're not expecting because it's not a big a deal as you think it is once you actually put it out there. Okay. Once you voice it and put words to it, you will notice an immediate change. In fact, the moment that you ask those questions, the tension is going to dissipate. I hope that helps.
Yeah, and I just heard quit beating your head on the rocks.
All right, next up is Anna M. She says, good afternoon. I was wanting to know if I can have a reading and definitely need a cleansing, and if you can throw in a sassy card. So Anna M, I will get your sassy card, and I'm going to send you over to Sylvia first because I know she has a message for you.
So Anna, I do just have something very quickly for you, and then I'll come your way, dear. I want to say that you do have a sense of responsibility and a service to others to a point, yeah. But you're taking it a bit over the top. The sense of responsibility that you're feeling, you've taken it a bit over the top. So you need to consider, please, just pulling back on that a little bit and taking better care of yourself first, and thinking first about yourself and what your needs are. Certainly it's kind, beautiful, lovely, and nice that you feel this service to others, but remember that you must take care of yourself first, dear. You have a beautiful green aura, so that was the message, and I'll go ahead and come your way now. I'll start off, I'll come your way and let the other mediums speak.
So the sassy cards I got for you are, you need a big fucking hug, squeeze, and then also, you are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass, buy your own damn drink. So hopefully those help.
So I'm going to kind of piggyback off Sylvia just a little bit there, Anna. You are a person who does give and help others. However, the way they're kind of wording this to me is when others don't actually help you in exchange, because you figure, you're a good person and other people should kind of help out, do their particular portion of it. When you're doing more than your fair share, it can cause you to become a little bit rigid, okay? You'll be angry, you'll have resentment. But understand, resentment comes from neglect of your own needs in general. And so that means that you're putting them before you. And so you keep taking care of everything for them. And that means you're being left with nothing. You're going to end up kind of like empty-handed at this moment. So take the time to start to cater to your needs. In fact, to even think about those things, because I said you don't even think about those things. What are your needs? No, really, what are your needs? What would be your requirements to be sustained, to be happy? What is it that you would need to become happy on a regular and normal basis with circumstances and people? Okay. You will also hear that happiness is an inside job. Okay. But if you are giving everything away, what's left on the inside for you? So bring a little bit of your focused attention and awareness back to you, back to your needs. And this will help to kind of dissipate that rigid energy that you've kind of been feeling, because it seems very sharp and jagged sometimes. So this means that like literally you'll take so much until you can't take anymore, and then you can kind of snap. So it's important that you do start to pay a little bit more attention to what it is that you are needing or what is being neglected or not given to you. I hope that helps.
I pulled a card and it says responsibility. Take responsibility for your own happiness. And then I heard it's okay to take the last piece. I don't know if that resonates with you, but it's okay to take the last piece.
So I'm back, Taylor.
Okay, go ahead.
So what I left you with, just have cleared your beautiful green aura. what I left with you was a very peaceful and restful feeling. Tonight, you need some sleep. We need to work on sleep. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to drop off some angel dust for you, which will just help you to rest, relax, and go to sleep. In other words, it will knock you out for the whole night. So make sure that if you want it, just think of it, but think of it when you're lying in bed, and we'll bring it over to you and help you get some rest. Watch for colds. I kept seeing a cold in the chest area and that type of thing. So let's get a good night's rest. Don't forget to nutrition for you is something. It's a thing. It's a thing that you're not doing very well. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. Pop those vitamins and other things that you need. And then again, like everyone has said, you come first, yeah. So remember that. Bless you. Hope that helps you.
And make sure if you are enjoying the messages that are coming out today, that you hit subscribe so that you know when all of our lives are on, and you get a notification so you can pop on, but also that you like our video today so that the algorithm helps us out. All right, next up we have Carrie L. She says, hello everyone, can I get a cleansing, a sassy card if available, and a reading? Carrie L.
I could do that, Nadia.
Thank you. And Carrie L, I got, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So I hope that helps.
Okay, the first message I got for you, Carrie, it said very loud and clear. You want me to say it like that? Yes. Stop pouting. You have been pouting. That is mentally pouting. That means that you're not happy about not having what you want right here and right now. And it says, pouting just prolongs your manifestation. And they're simply asking that you yourself stop pouting. When we say stop pouting, that means right now you are giving way too much attention, awareness, and focus on the things or the lack of things that you don't possess at this moment. Because you are focusing on it, your attention and your awareness, it's going to take longer for you to get those things. As we talked about earlier, where your attention goes, your energy flows and results show. So if your attention is at the lack of things or not having these things, guess what? You're going to get more of that. So we need you to turn your energy around a little bit. It's like, okay, so if this, say it's a material thing that you want, this is just an example. If there's a material thing that you want, I need you to imagine already having this thing and what you're going to do with this. Like, I need you to see yourself, say, playing with it, enjoying it, having fun with it, and just doing it. What are you going to do once you have this? Okay. And so I need you to only focus on that. And I need you to visualize it just like that. Before you go to sleep at night, sit down, see yourself happy doing exactly what it is that you wanted to do, or having exactly what it is that you want. But it has to be a consistent thing. See yourself doing it, because if you see it, you can actually have it. Okay. So it's like you can have all the land that you can see, and that's in your mind's eye. And so if you can actually see it or visualize it, it will bring it to you so much faster. No one cares that you don't have it. Don't talk about that. Because the one thing the universe tells me often is, hey, I need you to only focus on the positive. Because like I'm going to give you everything that you want, but you have to understand the things that you think, the things that come across your mental screen inside of here are the things that are going to be produced for you and given to you on a consistent basis. So in the event that someone was upset or unhappy about something, it's still playing across the screen. Okay. Manifestation or creation is a consistent state. That means it's happening regardless to if you're deciding you want to play the game or not. So you don't have a big choice in all of those things. It's so important that you focus that awareness and attention only on having those things. Whenever you do that, you can have everything that you've ever wanted. I hope that helps.
I'm going to piggyback off of that. I heard eyes on the prize. And then all they said was one word was diplomat. And I don't know if that resonates with you or not.
I'm back, Taylor, dear. Let me know when I speak.
Yep, go ahead.
So beautiful, beautiful purple aura. Beautiful. Color of the crown chakra. It's beautiful. Quite large. Lovely. Cleared. Done. And then just a quick message, please. You always know, acknowledge, and recognize and understand the bigger picture. Even though sometimes you don't want to, which I completely understand, you still do. You can't dismiss it and you can't get rid of it because you're an empath and you've got that information, and that's just simply the way that it is. But with that, and with the bigger picture, sometimes you tend to get bogged down or held back by all of the minute details of a situation. It would be good to stop doing that part. That is to get bogged down if it's like you're walking up muddy stairs or something. Give that part of it up. Let that go. Let the universe handle that. Believe me, that will be taken care of. You keep your eye on the prize. Very good. And watch for that big picture because you always have it. So, and then pay attention and focus on that because that's your target, dear. It's a big light, shining, blinking. You don't miss it. So, I hope that helps you, dear. Bless you.
All right, next up is Alyssa R. She is wondering if there are any cards for her, Liz, and then also any messages for her. Alyssa R.
I had a card pop out very fast. It says, the best is yet to be. Good things have happened for you. Even better things will be presented in the future. And then I heard boxed in, think outside the box.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off that just a little bit. The first thing I did as soon as I closed my eyes, it did show you inside of a box. Okay, your guides are saying, get the hell out of the box. You don't belong in the box. The box is a place of limitations that you set up for yourself to keep yourself safe. The way they are explaining that is you are already safe, protected, connected, and secure. You don't have to worry about those things. And so when you step outside of your box, there's going to be an entire world or a universe of possibilities for you that is just going to start opening up, and you're going to have your selection. You'll get to choose from these different things that you want just in general. And so it's up to you to decide, hey, do I want to stay in this box? This is my safe comfort little zone. They're saying no, like kind of get out of the box. They showed an image literally of you popping out of a little box, like, you know, like the little Jack in the Box pops up, like it actually gets out. So this will be good for you because you're going to experience new things and new opportunities will begin to present themselves to you because of that. I hope that helps.
Alicia, along all of those same lines, just remember that the world is yours. It's your oyster, and you do whatever it is that you want to do. You set your intentions and you do it. You're a natural born leader. Loss of energy. Others follow you. You inspire others. Those items that you've put on your list, you're a list maker. You've got about 30 of them, which is wonderful because you're quite organized and you need to be, and that's understood. But remember that you're still over here with some other things that you want to do, and you should move forward with those things. They're not, I know there's a couple of them that you think seem a bit maybe odd or silly, or someone is telling you that they're odd or silly. You need to not accept that input. Some of those things, there's two in particular that you want to pursue, which others would really love and enjoy with the touch of love that you put in them. there are things that you want to sell because you want to make them, such as crocheting. Those aren't silly ideals. You should pursue those. I know that not everyone agrees with that, and that's okay. You just ignore that piece. And you move forward on those things. So this comes back to thinking outside the box and moving things forward, advancing on and pursuing those goals that you want. You'll find as soon as you do that, you've been thinking about creating a slot or spot for those to sell or market those. You need to do that. You'll quite find there's an abundance of acceptance for that, and people that are very interested in that. In other words, the sales will bounce, is what I'm saying to you, and they'll bounce very high. So you should pursue that, dear. Bless you. And of course, you've got your dolphin friend with you. I know you wondered if your same spirit animal was out. And it is, it's a dolphin, just like ours. So bless you, dear. Love to all. I hope that helps you.
All right, did everybody go? All right. Next up, Yvonne E. just wanted a sassy card. I have, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking alone time, and you know why. So I hope that helps. Next up, we have, Bridget Y wanted to say thank you and that she'll pay more attention. Next up, we have Jen G. She says, hi, all, sending love. May I please have a reading, a clearing, and a sassy card? Thank you so much.
I'll start, please, if that's okay, Taylor, just with a quick message, and then I'll go do some work on her. Is that okay, dear? Remember that even in the middle or the midst of what you would refer to as life's most pressing challenges or issues, remember that you still have the ability to heal others just by being in your presence. You're a healer. Just being in your presence, others are drawn to you. So remember that when you're if you're frustrated or upset about something, don't forget that there's others watching and they're following you. You're a leader and they're following you. Don't forget the kind words, and just remember that. Okay, dear. Okay, I'll sort off now, and I'll go work on the cleansing. Thank you, Taylor, dear.
So Jen, the first thing I picked up for you is there's actually a PK manifestation that is active in your environment at the moment. It's causing huge emotional shifts for you. Some of this is they have a bag over their shoulder. Some of this is baggage and stuff that you've been holding on to for a while. And whenever we have things that bother us, we can have a tendency to allow this energy to build up and build up and build up. And when a person who has high emotional energy, it does actually build up. And after you keep building it up and you don't release it, it will say get stuck to kind of like the wall or your environment. It'll kind of start to kind of cake up where it'll get dense. Okay. And when it gets really dense, a PK manifestation will act almost kind of like a poltergeist. And so every time that you walk in there, you're going to immediately be reminded of the emotional stuff. So if you are going somewhere, I don't know if this is where it's at, like if it's in your car or if it's at your house, where is it at? Is it at her house? Okay, it's at her house. So inside your house, if you feel a certain way about something every time you go in there or you relive a moment mentally, it puts a lot of stress and strain on you personally, okay? It beats you up. So every time you go back into it, you mentally relive that. And you have to understand, when you mentally relive any situation, you feel the emotions of that same situation. And so that makes you go through it over and over and over again. And so it makes things worse, and it compiles it more and more and more. And so all of your attention is focused on this. Once this becomes active and it expects you to continue to feed that energy to it, it's going to keep you in this loop on a normal basis. Okay. So the things that they're telling me is, we need her to consistently sage, like just sage, because we need to clean it out, because it's had time to kind of build up over and over again. Okay. So we need you to sage that house. Boom, it'll clot, it'll knock out the energy. But understand, you are the thing that is producing the energy. Okay. Just because you saged, it does not solve the problem. It basically cleaned the area for you to start fresh. First things first is to start to deal with some of those energies and emotions that are active kind of within you. The way that you deal with it is to focus your energy and awareness on it just for a few minutes. Like, okay, if I've been reliving this for the last 5 years, we're going to stop. This ends right here. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to understand it. Look at the scenario situation. As I talked about earlier, step out of the situation. If you are in that situation emotionally, you cannot see all the components because you're stuck in it. When you step out to become an observer and watch yourself go through all of these things, then you can understand, okay, this is the lesson that was behind all of this. Now I need to move on and let this go. When you move on and let this go, you're going to replace all of this old stuff with the new manifestation that you're going to now start creating. What is it that you want to happen, just in general? I need this to be your only focus. I don't want you to focus on lack or not having or any of those things. I need you to only focus on those things, okay? In manifestation, the biggest thing I love to express to people is everything around you, you can create or manipulate or manifest, just in general. Okay. You can create the environment really well. The one thing you can't do is control human beings. All of us have free will. And so, despite our best efforts, believe me, it's not going to work that way. Okay. So, I need you to just manifest the situation that you want, just in general. Okay. I hope that helped.
Well, now I understand what I had heard and saw. I wrote down there's a fire burning inside you, So now I understand what that means when they tell me that, or I see that, that's just that buildup of stuff. So that helped me too.
So I'm back, Taylor, when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you're cleared. As Justin said, you're the agent. So you're bringing that, you're manifesting that, and you're bringing that India. So you need to quit doing that. Raise yourself up. I would suggest, yeah, that if it continues and it's keeping you up at night too, if it continues, I would suggest, strongly urge you to reach out to Justin and have him do a complete clearing on everything, the outside, the yard, the garage, everything. But you're cleared for now. So stay up, stay high, take the high road, keep the energy up. Hope that helps you, dear, and you will rest well tonight. I promise you that. Bless you.
Come on.
Okay. Next up is Joanne M. She says, hey, everyone. Good to see you again. I would love a reading or any messages if there's any for me.
I quickly go first. I've got Joanne. I've got triple twos all over you. Triple twos, which are angel numbers, and what those numbers tell us is that it's time for some balance in your life. Make sure that you're touching on all the things that you need to be touching on. Make sure that you're turning inward enough, because you're not, and taking care of yourself first, and then seeking the balance physically, emotionally, financially, all those aspects. You need to you journal. You need to write all those things down. If you need to draw lines to each one, that's fine. Whatever it is that will help you with that. But you've got to seek some balance that will take a lot of that stress away that you have going on with you right now. So take a step back, take a breath, list out what those things are, and then begin the process of balance and the foundation and the footing. And you will get there. Good. Bless you, dear. Glad you're here.
I heard stop, look, and listen.
So the first message I got for you is, yes, we have messages for you. We've been delivering them to you consistently. It's your choice to receive them or to not receive them. At the moment, you've got so much going on that your energy is spread, okay? And so they're saying you've got too many irons in the fire at this moment, okay? And so that means that once you succeed at something, you're ready to get to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And your guides are saying, well, at what point will you learn to savor your gifts? The only way to actually expand on those things or to become better at it is to take the time to enjoy it, to savor it, because as you work on something, you will continue to perfect it. It's like anything that you're going to work on, it's going to take a little bit of practice. So I need you to stay focused on it, just in general, even if that's something so simple as the act of manifestation. You've got to learn to do it on a normal basis. Like manifesting, it does happen already for everyone, every day, all the time, but it's all sporadic, because how many thoughts do you have in a day? I know everyone has, it's a ridiculous amount. What if we could shift the majority of those thoughts into a positive realm, into things that we want? If you could take 50% of everything you think every day and focus it only on manifesting or creating what it is that you want. When you do that, you cause a tremendous shift within yourself and within life. The moment that you shift on this side, what we call is a conscious shift, it'll be a shift in your consciousness. It will shift the experience that you have here on the 3D dimension work reality, okay? And so it's going to take a little bit of work for you to kind of do that, okay? And the biggest thing they're saying is be consistent with it. It's almost like you play with a toy for a while and then you just get bored with it. Like, okay, I've done this now. But then you never actually completely learned everything that the toy does. I always like, my best example is like, for instance, the iPhone. The iPhone is one of the most widely known things that are out there right now. Do you know everything it can do? Do you know it? Most of us don't. I don't, because I don't play with it consistently enough, okay? That iPhone is nothing compared to you, Joanne. Please remember that. There's so many different facets to you and so many talents and things that you have. It's time for you to play with them. Get in there and check them out. I hope that helps.
All right, next up is Charbra. She says, good evening, family. Been given a vision. Are there any messages, any ancestors on deck to help me with this? And then also, can she have a sassy card and a clearing if she needs it? Love you guys.
Hello, Shabaja. Yes, you do have ancestors and family that will help you with that situation. You've been doing quite a bit of dream work as well. So the type of nocturnal work. So you're picking up messages, you're picking up things anyway. Your awareness is increased. Your aura is much larger than it was last time I saw it. It's quite beautiful. You've got some greens, actually. You've got some blues. You're kind of like a rainbow. I think I'm going to call you my rainbow going forward. With what's happening and what's going on, they're going to help you with the call to discernment and understanding. And don't forget, last word is to remind you that you also are quite intelligent and cunning, and not cunning in a bad way, cunning in a very smart and strategic way. But you do have a lot, you've got a lot on board to help you, dear. I do see that following through quite well. I hope that helps you, dear. Bless you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're part of our family. Thank you. Love to you.
I got a definite yes also. Sorry about that. You can't see me. I also saw that you were radiant. I pulled a card for you and it says chosen, make a difference in people's lives.
The sassy card that I got for you is that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back.
I'm sorry, I got distracted because there were messages coming in on my phone. Who were we reading that round?
Charbra.
Charbra.
Okay, I can do this quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Charbra, as soon as I closed my eyes, I started getting this huge rainbow that just shot out, okay? Okay, and so that rainbow, they're telling me this is the development of your chakra system. I think we had talked to you earlier, probably in another one of our lives, about you starting to open up to being able to communicate and to see. Your path is opening up for you, and they're saying this is your transitioning period. Yes, your transitioning period from a light worker to a light warrior. And you've been this in many different lifetimes. And so this energy is going to continue to manifest through you and it's going to activate your chakra system. Okay. And so the biggest thing they're telling me is it's time that you give some conscious effort to yourself. So that means to simply treat yourself regularly. And what we mean by treat yourself is heal yourself. Okay. You deal with a lot of stuff, and you're around so many different energies. You are one who is attuned to the life force energy or Reiki, long story short. And so we're asking that you start using that, especially through the different hard times that you are going through. Send good energy into those situations and scenarios, and it will start to loosen. It will open up your awareness to the point to where you yourself will be deeper into things. And once you can see everything, it'll be easy just to move this, move this, move this, and boom, it's all set up and aligned. Boom, let's go. The more you stay in alignment, the more your energetic vibration is going to rise and your gifts will kind of surface a little bit more for you. And so once they do, it's time for you to use them. And you are supposed to use them for you, okay? It's very important that you do that. I hope that helps.
All right. Then Maddie says, thank you. April H is wondering, she would like to know what her spiritual helping path is.
Oh, that's easy. The first thing I got for April H is you are meant to be a healer. Okay. There is green energy kind of around you, and I've got a blue dot coming out of the throat. And so this is going to be through your communication. And so this is simply saying that you have one of those talents or gifts for reaching people at a deeper level. And so this is going to be you simply talking to people. It's going to be within communication. This is why it's kind of being shown to me. So this could be motivational speaking or just speaking to a group of people and showing them how you solved the problem or how you went through it. And so my guides always talk about a way of helping others. They call it, say it again, learn/teaching. So learn and teach. And so the more that you learn, you will be teaching. And so the more people you actually talk to and connect with, and actually help, you'll learn something from each one of those sessions that you start to kind of go into. It can be difficult in the beginning, and it's only because you're not paying attention. You're already in it, it's already happening for you. And a lot of times when we're looking around for that path and we can't find it, it's because it's beneath your feet. That means you're standing on it right now. This is what brought you to the point of coming here today, because you're on your path and now you're ready. And now you're going to be introduced to some new things. This is going to be super exciting. This is an excellent time for you. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I also heard healer and I saw angel wings.
got triple ones all over you. So the angel number ones, which means new things are coming, doors are closing, new doors are opening. Ones are very important. They clearly mean new beginnings. Very good things. Feels very nice. It's beautiful. Congratulations, dear. Bless you.
And then Sylvia, we've already read messages for Joanne M, but will you please go out there and work on her heart chakra and then clear her?
Sure, of course, yeah.
All right. And then while you do that, we're going to move on to Cool Run-ins. He says, grand evening, family. He would like any messages, a clearing, a sassy card. And he says, you guys have been missed. We're greatly, and that he greatly appreciates us.
Immediately I heard the word jazz. I don't know if that resonates with you.
This sassy card that I got for you is you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. So I hope that helps.
So my message goes along with that card perfectly. When I close my eyes, the first image I get is almost like something behind you trying to get your attention. And you keep like swatting at it, just like, go away, like leave me alone, like leave me alone. But here's the thing. You asked for help. When you ask for help, help does show up. But you have to be open to that help, okay? There are times whenever fear can block us out, or we can simply just be afraid to engage in something. But here's the thing, you can't have help unless you accept it. Remember, you are the deciding factor. You have free will. No one can force you to do it. We can only be a guide to gently nudge you. And so when something is nudging at you or poking at you, take the time to look at it and just ask, okay, well, what is this? Like, how can I help? How can, like, what's going on? Ask for a line of communication. If you ask for that line of communication, you will get that communication. Last thing your guide said is there's not a boogeyman behind every door. I hope that helps.
Till I'm back, dear.
Perfect. For Joanne.
Yes, for Joanne.
Okay.
Heart. The energy center done, worked on, cleared, feels good, looks lovely. I do want to say, make sure that you stay focused on what you want, the aspirations that you want. You've got very high plans, ideals, goals, aspirations. Make sure, my dear, that you're focused on those first. So once again, I'm going to have to say, turn inward and make sure that you're taking care of yourself and the things that you need, because I'm not feeling like you are. So you need to take more time with that. You've got plenty of naysayers around you. You need to ignore them. You know what is right and what's right for you. That's what I'm talking about, not right from wrong, what's right for you. You need to stop. I kept hearing you thinking about karmic, right? And I understand that. Karma, I get it, I understand the wheel, I get all of it, but you know what's right for you and only you know that. And that's actually part of the tugging on the heart that you are feeling as well. Make sure that you're servicing yourself first. Very good. Bless you, dear. I'm glad you're here.
Perfect. And now will you go out to clear Cool Run-ins as well?
Oh, I'd love to go visit Cool Run-ins. I'll go there right now. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And then while you do that, Sindra says, thank you so much. Everything resonates with me. Love to all. Teresa E says, thank you. This is so helpful. Bridget B says, hi, spiritual baddies. This is my first live and I'm excited to be here with you. Kayla S says, thank you all so incredibly much as always. Yvonne E says, thank you. Thank you. Deb A says, hi, everyone. Struggling with some crap. Could I have a cleansing, please? And bless you. So I'll send Sylvia out to Deb as soon as she's done with Cool Run-ins. And then Labrisha M, She says, hey, I hope all is well. Are there any messages for me? Also, can I have a sassy card? So Labrisha M for messages.
So as soon as I closed my eyes for Labrisha, I saw a lot of green energy in your atmosphere. And so there's a lot of healing going on around you and around scenarios, situations, your environment, and everything like that. And sometimes it'll cause turmoil for just a second. The only time it feels like turmoil is whenever you're not letting go of things that are finally being healed and getting ready to release from you at this moment. Okay. There are people that you can reach out to and connect with who are able to help you. So take just a few minutes to reach out. I'm getting, for whatever reason, you need to contact your sibling. Contact your sibling and just have a quick chat. And I think there's some information that he'll have for you that will actually kind of help with everything you're dealing with at the moment. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I heard release.
You got 2 sassy cards. One of them is you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. And then the second one I got is it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You are a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. So I hope that helps.
Taylor, I'm back. Let me know when you want me to speak. Yeah.
Yep, go ahead. This is for cool run-ins.
So for cool run-ins, who is so cool. I always love that cleansing. Hello, dear. You are, so cleansing is done. I know you feel the energy, and I love actually how you take the energy in. I love how you swirl and do that. It's quite beautiful. We'll have to do that maybe just in one of your shops or something. It's quite different. It's very nice. Anyway, you're so brick and mortar person. You're so very detail oriented. You're so good at that, and you're so strategic in the things that you do. Your approach to pretty much everything, even walking, from one room to the next. But I think what's important is remember, don't change yourself if you're frustrating others with your approach, which is what I'm hearing. That there's someone that is dear to you that is frustrated by your approach in the way that you do things. And my message to you, our message to you, is you don't change that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't change that. You can certainly offer to meet someone halfway, but you don't change that. It's foundationally you. Don't change that. Did I mention don't change that, dear? Very good. Lovely, beautiful. And I'm so glad that you're here. We're blessed that you're here. Thank you, dear.
All right. Now, will you head out to Deb A? She is struggling with some stuff and needs a clearing.
Okay, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell Deb, please, she needs to sit down, please.
Okay.
I'm coming in fast, so I would like her to sit down.
Sounds good.
Thank you, dear.
Okay, and then Vicky says, thank you for the messages and sassy card. I have also already seen improvement and I've been manifesting good things daily. Love you. Next up, do we have any messages for Amber E? Amber E.
The first thing I got when you said Amber's name was an image of her looking at something through the glass, almost like a person who's window shopping, looking at something. She really wants it. She really wants it. But she's not asking for it. She's just looking at it. And so the biggest thing is, if you want it, you have to ask for it. This is just how what we call the game of life is played. Without your conscious agreement to actually ask for something, you can't actually receive. And so if you're not asking for it, you're just looking at it and it might look good. Hey, take a chance to experience it. If it's something that you're looking at and that you truly want, why not ask for it? You can't ask for too much from the divine, okay, or from the universe. It is impossible. When you ask for something from the universe, you must ask to understand that you're asking something from the universe that is infinite. So it can't, like, it is impossible for it to run out. There's way more than enough. You can't over ask for things just in general. So if there's more that you want, Amber, it's time for you to actually voice that. You can simply use a little journal to write these things down and then just go over them daily. When you write something down that you actually want or desire and you read about it daily, that is simply creating an affirmation. That affirmation creates a image inside of your brain. Okay. So the way affirmations work just in general is, yes, words have power, but the vision that you have when you say those words is what matters the most. Okay. And so whenever you are having those the visions, when you're saying, hey, I'm asking, this is what I want, that vision that you're having is the thing that is being registered. The words and energy are coming out, but that vision is also being registered. And so this kind of starts the track like, okay, now we're going to shift Amber's track over to boom. She'll take these few steps and she has this boom. It'll be really quick. I've said this a lot throughout this particular live that manifestation is constant. So it will kind of keep going for you. And so once you get something, you move on to the next thing. Enjoy it, have fun, be grateful for it. I hope that helps.
Taylor, I'm back. Let me know when you want me to speak.
Yep, go ahead. And this is for Deb A.
This is for Deb. Beautiful, beautiful blue aura. Cleared. Remember that in chakras, the blue rules through communication. So cleared, but you did have something in your throat. But what it is you have something to say to someone. That's what it is, and that's what that represents right now. I've now cleared that. I've straightened it, but I want you to say what it is that needs to be said to that person, and then it will clear. If you still need help, of course, I'm here, but I've straightened it, but I've left it because you need to say it, you need to learn it, you need to walk it, and you need to do it. So I wrapped you up. You've not been resting well. So I've wrapped you up. You've got a lot of pink around you now as well, like cotton candy. And you will rest well tonight. So I hope that helps you. I know you're feeling quite a bit of energy right now. My apologies. I think I gave you maybe a bit of a headache when I came in quick. So that should be gone. No, that should be gone. It's gone. So, but what you need to say, you need to do it now. Very good. Bless you, dear. I'm glad you're here.
Perfect. Now, will you go out to Amber E?
Of course.
We're just going to keep you busy.
Okay, dear. Good. Thank you, Taylor. So beautiful.
All right. Next up, and I hope I pronounce it right, it's either Lita or Letta R. She says, hello, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to join. You all are so amazing. Any messages for me?
I got a message for you this afternoon. I saw a red rose and they were telling me if you need a crystal, that it's amethyst.
Which is lovely because I'm going to piggyback off that. The moment that she said your name, I got a huge twinkling in my third eye and it began to open. The amethyst goes right along with that just in general. It's showing that there's a larger amount of energy coming in and you are going to continue growing in your gifts and your talents. Okay. With that being said, it's going to take a little bit more consistency so far is keeping yourself clear, clean, and blocking out some of the other energies that no longer serve you. And so they're asking me to tell you the pyramid exercise. Okay. And so what we want you to do is You can do it before you go to sleep or when you wake up. It's important that you do this on a daily basis. So we want you to ground all the energy around you. Imagine a pyramid coming down and engulfing you. This pyramid is going to fill with pure, purified source energy. It's going to create this huge light that's within the pyramid. Once that light fills up this pyramid, it's, of course, you're inside the pyramid. You're going to see the pyramid begin to vibrate and shake. This vibrational frequency that it puts off keeps out all energies that no longer serve you. Okay. And so that will protect you from anything negative that may come your way. As you are growing in those gifts and talents, there will be lots of things that will be communicating with you, just in general. This pyramid will ensure that you only deal with those things that are desirable for you. Okay. I hope that helps.
Perfect. And we have about 10 more people in the list so far. If you are new here, because we do have a number of new people, we are so excited to have you here. Make sure you like our video, subscribe to our channel so that you get alerted every time that we do one of these lives. You can also go and like us on Facebook, the Partnership of Living Spiritual Guides, and you'll always see our events when we post a new live coming up. Stay tuned. We're getting to you, I promise.
Jill, I'm back. Let me know when you want me to speak there.
Yep, go ahead.
With Amber. So, Claire, I've taken care of that beautiful, lovely aura. I do have just one quick message, please. I want you to remember that you've got a lot of power. You do. You really, really do. You've got great power, and you're invincible. You've got great invincibility. And I think that's very important that you know that. You need to hold your head up high. You need to keep moving. You need to keep walking. You need to keep advancing forward. You need to remember, you need to know, my dear, that you've got great wisdom, great insights. You've just got great everything. You're stoic in everything that you do. So don't feel down. You need to bring yourself up. I so understand that there's someone in your life that's making you feel that way. Sometimes. You need to rethink that relationship. You need to rethink the friendship. You need to make sure that it still serves your purpose and where you're going and the things that you want to do, because right now they're holding you back. So evaluate that. Maybe it doesn't mean that you're leaving, but it certainly does mean that they need to straighten up. And if they don't, then it might be time to go. You can't keep everyone all the time. That's not what life is about on this plane. You learn your lessons, and then quite often you move on. And by doing that, and by moving on, you allow yourself to do that, but you also then you allow the other person to take their path as well. So it's not a bad thing, okay? But invincible. I want the one takeaway from the scene, and that's what it is. That word, invincible. Okay. Bless you, dear. That helps you. I'll start off, Taylor. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Next up, we have Jonathan M, who needs a clearing, and any messages for him. Jonathan M.
So the moment that you said Jonathan M's name, I got the image of a race car that is revving. It's like revving. However, I look down at the shaft and it's in neutral. So there's a lot of energy being burnt, but you're not actually moving or going anywhere yet. That means you've got a lot of lofty ideas and thoughts, and you haven't taken action to shoot down the road just yet. The moment that you actually just shift one gear down, you're going to shoot off just like a race car. Those wheels will spin and you'll be going right down the highway. So it's important that you do finally decide what direction you want to go and give it a try. Here's the thing about taking paths and directions. At any moment, you can stop and go the other way. If you don't like it, make the other decision. Like, okay, I tried this. I've been trying this. It didn't work out. Okay, I'm going to see what's over here real quick. That's the beauty of those things right there. It's not like you are stuck with anything inside of life. It is simply, you're at the point where you get to make the choices. You have choices. So explore those things. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I heard there was a block someplace.
Beck, I could speak to that if you'd like me to. I certainly don't want to take away from Liz.
You're good, Sylvia.
Oh, okay. Thank you, dear. Yeah, the blocks is back to the throat again, which was said with another beautiful person. You've got something you want to say, and you need to say it. You need to be done with it. You need to say it and be done with it. And then things will move the way that they're supposed to move. But you must say it, and you must mean it, and you must get behind it. So that's what it is. Absolutely beautiful is it that you got that. Welcome. Your energy's new. I love it. It's quite beautiful. So thank you so much for coming. I did clear. I did bring the energy up. I want to say that you've got the vibrations and the colors around you, which are largely yellow, which is the color of the sun. You've got great skills, great confidence. Remember that. Happiness. Remember that. You have you should have a strong sense of self. And I want to touch just quickly on your esteem. Bring that up. You have every reason to be happy with yourself, your accomplishments, the things that you've done on this plane. There's someone poo-pooing you, ignore it. Just ignore it. Shut it out. Block it. Come back into yourself and bring yourself up. You're so wonderful. You're so beautiful. You're so smart. You're so intelligent. You've got so many things. You're a strong lady, and you've got so many things waiting for you. You've got guides. You've got angel numbers all over you. You just have so many things that are waiting for you to shut a door and open the next one. Shut a door, open two more. Shut a door, open four more. You have so many beautiful, wonderful things coming your way. And then I have one very important date for you to take, please. And that date is 15 October. That's of this year. That's a very important date. There'll be something very, very good, a wonderful celebration surprise on that date. So bless you, dear. I hope that helps you.
All right, next up is one of our new friends, Bridget B. Bridget B says, I'd love to know anything you are called to tell me.
It's funny that you say that, Bridget, because the first thing that I got, I was already checking on your energy a few moments ago, was that we need you to be open to miracles. You're not a person who understands that miraculous things that can happen. And so they're telling me that you are limiting the amount of blessings that can come into your life through your own beliefs, just in general, okay? And so with that being said, we need you to be open to, okay, my whole life can shift really hard, like really quick, and everything can be miraculous and perfect for everyone around me, including myself. Okay. The big thing is sometimes you have a tendency to put yourself on the back burner, kind of last, and take care of everything else first. But please remember that you're the most important thing, because if you cease to exist, everything that you were working on and keeping protected and sacred, boom, it's done. It's over with. Okay. So let's feed you the healthy thoughts, the healthy feelings, and the emotions, and saying, I don't have limitations, because you don't. The only limits you have are the ones that you set. I hope that helps.
I've got triple nines, which tells me this. Those are angel numbers in the triples. That you've got some things that are coming to closure in your life, and they're supposed to. Don't hang on to those things, because again, you need to move forward. Remember, the constant is change. So move forward. Don't be afraid. You won't be dropped on your head. Keep going and go fast. And bless you, dear. Pleasure. Hope that helps you.
I pulled a card for you, and I got the power of angels. May your angels protect you, guide you, and keep you safe. This is one of my favorite cards.
All right, next up is Marcus W. And he says, hello to everyone. Any messages for me?
555s, Marcus. Hello, bless you, dear. Glad you're here. 555s, you've got a lot of changes and things coming. They're very good. I also have a date for you. 12th December, that's of this year. Very important date for you. Big milestones will be accomplished on that date. There's 3 things that will happen on that date, so please mark it on the calendar. Very good things, very nice, feels beautiful. I'm glad you're here. Bless you, dear. I hope it helps you.
I saw you standing underneath a waterfall, and it was more like just being cleansed. Yeah, it was really cool looking, and you were glowing in this waterfall.
Excellent. So I'm going to piggyback off that a little bit. That waterfall is a tremendous amount of cleansing of the mind, body, and spirit for you. And what this allows for you, just in general, is to forge this new path that you would like. It's time for you to take action on what it is that you really want inside of life. It's so important that you make that decision. A lot of people think that it takes a lot of hard work to succeed at the stuff that you want, and it really doesn't. It takes a lot of mental energy and focus. It's called manifesting. And so you've got to put your energy into what you want, because the biggest thing about you is you have always manifested everything that you wanted. If there's something that you wanted, you found a way to get it. And here's the thing, you think it's because of your conscious effort. You think it's your action that's doing it. That conscious effort that you're putting into is the act of manifesting. So when you think about something and you know you can do it and you know you can have it, so you just go out there and get it, it's that easy. But you'll have to manifest it in a way that it stays with you. Okay. And so it's like, again, getting bored with toys and throwing them over to the side. Okay. Whenever you do that, it's like, okay, well, I've already been able to succeed at that. Okay, now I'm moving on. Now I'm moving on. But here's the thing, whenever you stop, you manifest. Once you get that thing that you've been asking for, it takes gratitude. Once you're grateful for those things, then you can move on to the next thing and you can start to accumulate more and more for yourself. So it's super important that you allow that to open. What I'm seeing for you just in general is there's this window of manifestation. It actually looks like abundance that's coming your way that's going to start to flow in. And so this is financial, just in general. It will be great for you if you begin to literally write the goals down that you want, just in general, read over those goals and manifest or imagine yourself having those things every day. Whenever you do that, you basically put yourself into alignment with everything. And when you're in alignment with something, it can come to you very quickly. I hope that helps.
All right. Steve R says, I love you too. Justina says, thank you guys for the confirmation that I'm on the right path. I appreciate all of you. Hillary B says, thanks. Stephanie F says, sounds good, Justin. Thank you. Paul C says, wow, thank you so much. That was very accurate and helpful. Thank you. Kiana W says, hey, any messages for me? I also need a clearing, please. Oh, and my granny also wants to know if she has any messages. So Kiana W, we'll start with her, and then we will go to her granny after that.
So I'll go visit Karen now, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, good. And Karen, you've got 333s, I love you. So I'll just drop that message for Grandma. 333s, which means it's your time to come alive again, to lift it up, to brighten and to shine. Okay, and with that, I'll start off and I'll go work on the beautiful Kayuna. Coming in.
First message I got for Kiana actually was an image they showed me of, I'm thinking that's one of the little hermit crabs, and the ones that just come out of their shell and they'll come out and sometimes play and then sometimes they recluse right back into it. It's time for you to get out of your shell. If you would like to succeed, if you would like more, You can manifest and everything like that, but one of the steps in manifestation is taking action toward those things. So you can't hide in your shell and just sit back and relax and wait. It's time for you to go out there and actually experience it. Go try it out. You don't know what these things will be like until you actually try it. So take the time, open up. I hope it helps.
Yeah, I heard the world is yours, but you gotta get out there. Get out of that shell. And we love you.
All right. And then how about messages for Granny?
So for Granny, or TK as I call her, what I'm picking up for you just in general is it's actually more about you and your mental state. Okay. Here's the thing, you're another person who's able to connect and to create things mentally by thinking about it and visualizing it really well. Okay. But it's time that you create a bigger picture. And what they're saying by that is you normally manifest for what you need right here and right now. When they are asking that you manifest to take care of everything forever, you don't like skip this one little moment. What would it take for this to never, this situation or scenario to never show up again? What is it that you would need to have a consistent state of absolute abundance like in your life? You got to imagine that. What would it be like? What are you going to do with it? You have lofty ideas about these things, but we need you to actually step into this vision and to go into it and actually do it. Like, so kind of step into it. What would you be doing? So mentally put yourself in the place where you've already succeeded at what it is that you're trying to create. Now that you're there, what are you going to do with this stuff now that you have it? This is a visualization or prayers. I say even a prayer to God, so to speak, showing what it is that you would do once he's granted this wish that you've asked for. What are you going to do with it? So I need you to mentally see yourself going in, enjoying, having fun with it, and having more than enough of it. And so you can have it anytime that you want. And that's anything. This is infinity. So understand you can't ask for too much. You can't ask for too little, but you can't ask for too much. I hope that helps.
All right. I'm going to keep moving along because we only have a couple more and we are over time. But okay, Tag G would like a reading and a cleansing as well. So can we get some messages for Tag G?
And double Kaona, the beautiful Kaona.
Perfect. If you could give us those really quick while they grab some messages.
My dear, you need to come on out. You've got some things to do. You're so smart. You're just so smart. You're so beautiful. You're so educated. Don't worry about the politics. Come on out with your ideas and your thoughts and the things that you have. There'll be blessings for others. It might be a situation, no, in fact, it would be a situation where there might be one or two people that aren't going to entirely agree with you, but that's okay. You do it anyway. And they'll do whatever it is that they need to do. Quite frankly, they're jealous of you. And that's just, silly. They don't understand you. But that's okay. You speak your mind, you do what you need to do, sweetheart. And I love how you always accept the energy. You open up and bring it in. It's so good. You're just so good. Bless you, dear. Love to you. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Taylor. Was I supposed to go someplace else now?
And then I'm going to send you to Tag G.
Okay. Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
I saw just really calm water, really calm ocean water.
Excellent. I'm going to piggyback off that for Tag. It shows that you have a new chapter that is opening for you, and you have a lot of, we're going to call this nervous excitement. Okay. Here's the thing. Your nervous excitement is actually a good thing. And so I need you to take that excitement and to focus it into being 1000% successful at exactly what you do, just in general. Be focused on only the success of that. The water itself is talking about your emotions, like how you feel about things. Okay. And so we need you to be calm for just a minute so you can actually look at the playing field and we can make an actual plan for you. And then you can just go in there and execute. And when you go in there and just execute, everything will just work out perfectly for you without any hesitation, without any resistance. Of course, in the beginning of any new chapter, that nervousness is normal. Okay. I hope that helps.
Back to let me know when I speak.
Perfect. Yes.
So with tag, I've got so cleared energy. You look real good. I brought you up. I know you were a bit concerned about that, and you will rest well tonight. Don't worry about that, dear. Also, you've got nines on you. You've got lots of nines. So and the angel numbers, the triples. And what they're telling us is that you've got a lot of things ending, a lot of things coming to closure, with lots of new beginnings. So a lot of wonderful, wonderful things coming your way. Path is quite bright, filled with flowers and beautiful trees. So keep going. Close those doors and keep going. Bless you, dear.
Perfect. And now can you go out to Adri?
Certainly.
Perfect. And then while she's doing that, can you guys grab some messages for Adri?
So actually,
Can
the message
Adri
I
sit
got
down, please, Taylor?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can Adri sit down, please?
Oh, sure.
Perfect. So the first message I got for Adri is you have this bag of tools, so to speak, and you have been using them. Okay. But this is extremely beneficial because you're using them and it's actually getting out there and getting to people. Okay. The one thing that your guides are pointing at is saying you have this whole bag of tools and you're not using them on you. It's important that you use these things on yourself. It's at the point to where they kind of need you to use some of this on yourself. This is why they give you your gifts and your talents, is so that you will use them for you. Do understand that when you have gifts and talents, it's great to use them for other people, but the main reason you have them is for you. It's like God giving you legs and you telling him you don't want to walk. So I hope that helps.
I saw like an old time sailing ship, the one with all the sails on it, which tells me it was hauling butt. So a lot of movement.
Hello, Adri done.
Perfect.
Triple
Go ahead.
sevens, beautiful. Sevens tell me that you're doing the right things, all the right things. You're on the proper flight, you're on the proper path. You're wonderful. You've got ideas. Make sure, and you've got plans. Make sure you follow through on those. Those are very important. There are many things, 3 in particular, that will come to fruition. They were all coming this September. I can give you the dates on those, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th. Those are important dates for you on those 3 things that you've got that are burning hot right now. Otherwise, you're cleared and you'll rest well. Bless you, dear.
Perfect. Okay, we've got 3 more people. I'm going to botch this name probably. I'm going to guess it's Myrna B. Yes. She's wondering if there are any messages for her.
Triple fours, angel numbers. We're right behind you. We see what you're doing. You've asked for some things and we're delivering on those things. Keep moving. Bless you, dear.
Message I got from Myrna is to continue to be consistent. As we talked about, that manifestation process is something that is consistent. So after you have received something, please show gratitude for it and move on to the next thing. Like keep going because like, why not? This is what you're here on this plane for in the first place. So go out there and go get it.
I pulled a card. I got Archangel Raphael. Raphael helps you heal in mind, body, and spirit. I've never pulled that card before. And it actually flew out and fell on the floor.
All right. Then Carrie L says, thank you so much. Alyssa says, thank you guys so much. You always help me find my center. Jen G says, thank you all so much. I'm on fire and I have been at war constantly. With that, I feel afraid to heal and work on others. Sylvia, your message hit me so hard. Working on others is where my heart is, pushing away the fear and refocusing. Joanne M says, thanks, guys. Cindy T says, I want to thank you all for the messages. And then we have a new friend, Ashley T. Ashley T is wondering if she can get a reading.
Triple sixes. Hello, Ashley. Welcome, dear. Glad you're here. Bless you. Triple sixes. So pay attention to the things that are happening around you. Pay attention to the thoughts that are coming to you. They're actually thoughts. They're messages that are coming in from your guides. Pay close attention to those and follow through on those. Yes, you do need to write them down. Scribe. You're a good scribe. Write them down so that you can keep track of them, because you've got quite a few of them coming your way. I'm counting about 22 of them right now. You've got a lot of things that are just flying in on you. Pay attention to them and follow through on them. They're very important. We'd never drop you and never let you down. Bless you, dear. I'm so glad you're here. Lovely new energy. Lovely. Beautiful. Thank you.
I got again, stop, look, and listen. Look for the signs are all around you. You just have to pay attention to them. Could be little bitty things, could be huge things, but they're just constant.
Okay, the first thing I got for Ashley was actually a tingling in the left ear, asking that you be open to receive just in general. So this is going to be information that is going to be coming into you that will actually be useful if you will follow through with some of this stuff. It's always nice to hear what we call opinions from other people, but sometimes if you look into that, you can actually find a little bit of truth to it and a way that those things could actually help you. And so this is just going to be, you're going to be overhearing some information that might actually help you. You need to put that stuff to work for you, okay? I hope that helps.
All right. Sharbra says, oh my God, thank you so much. Labrisha says, thank you. Deb A says, thank you. Myrna said, oh, okay, so we have two more. So we have Emma B. Any messages for Emma B?
The first message I got for Emma was, there's a lot of like sad energy going on like inside of you. And so you tend to apologize a lot for a whole bunch of stuff. So you're taking responsibility for things that aren't necessarily your fault. And we need you to let go of that. It's not your job to fix absolutely everything for everyone on a normal basis. And so we need you to just relax, and we only accept the stuff that is ours. Okay, so we need to cut the cord between you and whoever's feeding you this energy on a normal basis. It almost seems like you're soaking it up from your environment. So grounding is something we're going to need you to do. Okay.
Beautiful. Stop worrying about the outcomes of everything, because you can't own it all. Just understand that you're on the right path. You've got a lot of help around you. You've got a grandmother with you. Gosh, I count 8 just right away immediately. You've got eight individuals around you right now, but with grandmother. Don't worry about outcomes. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're kind, loving, intelligent. It'll all be fine. Just keep going. Bless you, dear. I'm glad you're here.
And your guides want you to brighten up. I think that's what I was hearing.
Okay. And last but not least, we have Nicole B. Nicole B says, hello, better late than never. I would like any messages and an aura clearing.
So I'll go to Nicole. Yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, dear.
First thing I got for Nicole was You have been working on yourself and developing your talents and gifts. And right now is the time for you to actually put those things to work. It'll be very helpful for you to start to exercise those things. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what they showed me. It's probably very direct, but there's a male in your life who needs healing. And with that being said, you are a person who can tremendously shift their energy simply by your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So we need you to visualize this person in a perfect, healed, and healthy state. Call in your energy from your angels and guides, surround this person in it. And I need you to see them being the person that you know that they are, seeing them happy, vibrant, seeing the energy flow from them. I need you to, this needs to be a consistent focus for you for it to happen pretty quickly. This is it'll be tremendous. I always mention that people have free will. However, you can assist people. They're not alone. We're all connected. So as you do this, what it will do is kind of trigger the self-healing mechanisms within this person, and it will start to make everything open and start to boom for you on a normal basis. So anytime that you were working on that, we what my guides are calling correction. If there's a bad instance or something that's been stuck inside of your head, I need you to go to that instance, go back, and I need you to correct it. Make it be the way that it was, that you would like it to turn out. So even though, like I said, we don't change the past, we change the energy of the past. So we're not carrying it forward with this, okay? And it will make a tremendous difference in what you are experiencing, okay? I hope that helps.
But I'm not quite sure. I saw the outline of a bunny. And I know what other people think when they see a bunny. They think of it as fertility. So I can't help but I see when I see it.
What's funny is as soon as you said bunny, I was like, oh, babies. And I don't know why, it just popped into my head and I wasn't really even trying. I was mixing up stuff for our drawing. So I don't know.
I'm back to you. Let me know when you want me to speak.
Yep, go ahead.
Bunny, yes. Wow. Nicole, so glad you're here. You made it. Bunny, yes, but please remember something along with that totem, which is your totem. It's the rabbit, the bunny, it's your totem. Yeah, absolutely represents fertility and other things, but also even more importantly, it's also a meaning of abundance, which is, you've got quite a bit of that coming your way. You've been asking for that on into the end of the year and into your Christmas time. You've got great abundance coming your way, and that's also what the bunny brings, is great abundance. They're clever, they're smart. Don't let their little, their little cute selves fool you. They're very smart, very cunning, but you've got great abundance coming your way, dear. And that's, in this situation, that's what this represents. I'm hearing through and through and clear. And that's what you've been asking for. So congratulations and bless you, dear. I'm glad you're here.
All right, that is the end of our questions. Thank you to everybody who stayed and watched. We still have a number of people watching right now. So be sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, all of the things. The winner for the drawing tonight is, oh, you can't even see that, Yvonne E. So Yvonne E, let us know where you want us to send all of your metaphysical goodies, and Justin will get together with your spirit guides and package up something real nice for you. So yay, Yvonne. Thank you so much. As soon as we plan our next live, which we don't have on the calendar quite yet, but as soon as we do, we will post an event on our Facebook page to let all of you guys know. And then of course, once you've subscribed to our channel, you'll get a notification as soon as we are online. So thank you, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you, everybody.